to Garrison Confections in Providence, Rhode Island. They are fantastic chocolatiers, and they have sent us delicious toffee for snack of the day. Thanks, guys. We love you. Okay, so I come from apple-picking people. So first picks of the season is Macintosh. So tonight, for a nice family supper, we're going to make homemade Macintosh applesauce to go with nice, lean, center-cut pork chops and oven roast baby potatoes and oven roast green beans. So it is a square meal, and that is the deal. Very healthy one, too. So let's start with a little marinade for our pork chops so they can be hanging out in the marinade and picking up some flavor while we're moving forward with the rest of the meal. I'm going to take an orange, just zest it down into the bowl. You know, I use these, they're called Microplanes, and they come in all different sizes, and I use them to grate garlic and to grate cheese and to zest citrus. I really, really love the product. And a lot of people write into the show and they say, hey, Rach, where do you get those? Well, you see them out in a lot of the kitchen stores, but if you want to get them and you live in the middle of the country and you're having a hard time finding them, go online to surlatab.com. It's a great company. Maybe we'll put it up on our site and link you there. My friend Doralice will hook you right up and you get yourself one of these little Microplanes there. That's a little shout out for my buddy. Now, I've got dark aged soy sauce here. Tamari, it's called. Here today, gone tomorrow. No. It's a little bit thicker, a little bit deeper in flavor, and you find it right on the Asian foods aisle, right next to the regular soy sauce. And for me, I like the deepness and richness of the flavor. I'm just going to pop the top off because I need about a quarter cup of that for 4 nice, lean, center-cut pork chops. Pork is really the other white meat, but you could certainly make this dinner with nice, lean, boneless, skinless chicken breast, too. Both of them are terrific, high-protein, low-fat, heart-friendly choices for you. Gonna add the juice of the orange down in there, too. And that's all there is to it. Just gonna put the pork chops in here and let them hang out, and they pick up tons of great flavor, and it'll glaze the pork chop up a little bit as it cooks up in our skillet. Got the chops in the fridge. They're beauties. Look how nice and lean that is. Oh, they're gorgeous. About 1 inch thick is what you're looking for. Everybody into the pool. Take a little ride. Oh, look at that. They're swimming around. They're so happy in their marinade. Yummo, yummo, yummo. You could also make this with tofu. You could soak the tofu in it. I'm going to just rinse up real quick. And we're going to let the oven do the whole rest of the work. For our side dishes, for both of our veggies, let's do those next, because the Macintosh applesauce cooks up in no time. So let's get these little potatoes. I've got little red Bliss potatoes here. They're so tiny, and they cook up in no time. You get them in a nice hot oven, like 425, 450. You get it way up there. And they'll cook in about 25 minutes because they're so nice and tiny. And I cut them in half first to speed things along. And then about halfway in their cooking process, I go ahead and scooch them over on the pan, and I add the green beans to it. Roasted green beans are delicious if you've never tried it. So it makes a really simple, not a lot of cleanup supper, too, you know. Get this right on there. Little S&P. Roll the kids around. Hello, buddies. Take a roll in the EVOO. Here we go. So I talk to my food. So then we're going to put them in the nice hot oven, let them hang out, and I'll show you what happens midway. There you go, kids. Midway, they'll look like this. Then you just scooch everybody over to one side, make a little room for the green beans. And already trimmed up at the grocery store. Take a little help from the store on this one. They have raw green beans already trimmed and ready to use. Just costs a little bit more, like a nickel more, you know? Pop them on the sheet pan. There you go. Little EVOO. Salt, pepper. Right back in the oven for the last 12 to 15 minutes. They will be delicious. Pop these in there so we got that rocking and rolling. And then the homemade applesauce could not be easier, kids. You just take the apples, peel them up. You can leave the skins on, too, if you want a little bit of a blush to the applesauce, but the skins will separate, so it'll be kind of a chunky texture to your sauce when you're done. And I just quarter them and cut into them on an angle to get rid of that little piece of core. You just run your knife through them and chop them up to nice bite-sized pieces. And then I take, about a cup or so of nice, all-natural, cloudy apple juice or nice, fresh pressed cider. And I put that in a cup. And then I just pop it into a pot over medium-high heat. I put the apples in, a few peeled up Macintosh. We just douse it with our juice. And you add a little bit of light or dark brown sugar, whatever you have on hand. And that's it. It just kind of cooks itself. Then we're going to take It's a simple supper, I promised you. Part of our commitment to Yummo is to give families easy, fun, and affordable meals. So that's what this is, and it's full of flavor, too. So we're gonna get the chops into a skillet with EVOO. Kids, if you're helping out in the kitchen, be careful when mom or dad puts the chops in the pan because the EVOO can spatter a little bit when it goes in. And then we're gonna just season them up with salt and pepper, brown them up on both sides, cook them all the way through, and I'll meet you right back here in a couple.